Excellent. Welcome back. Hello, various transgender sodomites, apostates, and critical theorists. Welcome back to episode 14 of A Turn of Fortune's Wheel, loosely based off of A Turn of Fortune's Wheel. Um, Last session, we left our heroes off. They had just escaped. I believe it's Regus, was the name of the town, the gate town. They helped a lad escape it. I can't remember what his name is now. Uh, and neither can any of my players, so it's a-okay. We'll put it in post. No, we won't. But and you bid farewell to him, and I promised you at the last session that I would give a couple of magic items because these guys were backed by powerful people. Um, so I have 4 magic items. One is a what looks like an earwig, but is mechanical in its look. One is another is a bow that has a candle inset in it that looks like it maybe shines light from the bow, and then a amulet and a sickle. And you are, and these are all items that you all found on the two. Let me reference this real quick here. No, it wasn't Regus. Which one was it? It was. I'm sorry. Should have brushed up on this. Rio. It's like way at the beginning because it's I think it was like one of the first. Cursed. Okay, Cursed. There we go. That's oh. Okay, yeah. Uh, yeah. Cursed, and it was what's the name of the Mercy Killers? There we go. Ahmad and Lot, which you murdered because they were trying to get to the kid Felik. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were out for his dad, who sent you on this mission to get him out of the city. So you ended up at a tree line, kind of in the center of the Outlands, and I'm gonna bring over a player character because it looks like they reset my. We're going to paste, and oh, there already is one there. I'm sorry, I was just looking in the wrong place. Catching up. So you're out on the tree line looking over a bog, and in the distance you can see a sort of oceanic body of water. In the distance, you're kind of looking down across this bog. You know that your wandering castle is back at Faunal. where you left it. And you have yet to contact anyone about getting it back to you, or any real means of getting back. You came out of here from a portal and ended up in the sort of town center of Cursed, and now need to get back to Faunal, or at least move on to one of the various gate towns, including Regus, Glorium, and Sylvania, which are the last three left to expose the Mosaic Memur to. So it is up to the group which direction they'd like to go. If they'd like to maybe try and reach out some way to get back to the Wandering Castle, maybe get a message to the Gizari who runs the castle, who I should remember the name of too. Zephyr. Yeah, Zephyr. So I open it up to my lovely players. What would you like to do? Would you like to try and get to Glorium or Sylvania? Where would you head? And would anyone like to do some checks to determine what these magic items actually are? I'm assuming the answer is yes. That maybe some Arcana checks.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. So yes, Arcana checks.
24.
24. All right, and or I guess we're starting with the earwig. So 24 certainly. Let me get back to my. Shoot, I thought it would just come up. This Roll20 or D&D Beyond is really trying my patience.
Do you have Beyond 20 installed?
I do.
Do you mean come up? I guess I don't know. Never mind.
No, they're outside of that, unfortunately.
They're magic. Are they? They're in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
If you just go to game rules and then magic items, you should be able to search for them more quickly through there.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. That's not going to work either. Saddlebag. Well, while I pull this up, discuss amongst yourselves what you'd like to go to next.
I can yell pretty loud if you want.
I have a motorcycle. I can rev the engine.
That's a good idea. You have a radio on that thing too.
I think I do, if I remember correctly.
Sounds awesome.
It just plays Hawthorne Heights.
Do we know where the other places are on the map?
Good question.
Oh, that's a good question. Give me a. Oh no, I'm so. We just played Pathfinder, and now my brain is Pathfinder pilled again. I need to grab my my board.
Insight?
Well, yeah,
Or...
yeah. One moment.
Do we have a copy of the map? I forget. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we all like maybe huddled around the map right now trying to figure out where to go next?
Okay. Sorry,
Ideally.
I'm back.
If that's the case, I will also roll.
Insight. What was the insight check?
Are we all doing that? 6.
22.
Yes.
Yes, 22.
Saves it again.
It's a good day.
Said insight or arcana?
Wait, I'm sorry. Wasn't there something else? What's that? Yes, earwig. So, can I just give this? So it's the clockwork earwig, which I'm gonna put in. Hopefully that pops up for you. And then we've got the candle.
Ew.
And
those
an
links.
amulet.
The pictures are popping up, but the links are just bringing me to the ability to purchase the Griffin's Saddlebag Book 2.
Oh, that's weird. Do I need to reshare my...
Oh, maybe I need to re-log in somewhere.
Yeah, I'm able to view it.
Is that through... where am I missing? Do I need to upgrade to Jump Gate? It's giving me some...
Oh, you know what? It might... I might have actually... Oh, never mind. No, it's still going. And to be clear, it's the longbow of those. If I go into my campaigns, sources, and we're looking at Tropiclastia plays 5e, and I'm going to re-enable content sharing here. Just see if that works. Because you should be able to access it through my content sharing through this campaign. So, isn't it? And then let's see here. I need to get back to... We got...
Oh, could it be that I'm not signed into D&D Beyond and the link it's bringing me to is because of that?
That's entirely possible, yeah.
Okay.
That sounds likely, even. And finally, the amulet of buoyancy. Oh, and I have one more. I'm sorry.
That was it. Wasn't logged in. My bad.
Yes. I love this one, the final one, by the way. It's odd.
Oh, I've seen this before.
So as far as gold value, I would think that would be an additional insight check. But I also don't think it really heavily depends on your region and where you're selling it. And I stand by the... Okay, yeah. You get the sense that this harvest thing would be real good. A farmer might pay a little extra for it.
What check was it? Arcana?
Insight.
Insight? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
For your insight?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So well, I'm going to stand by what I said, actually, that even though you got a nat 20, it really is heavily dependent on the market. And should it come up that you're, you want to go sell them, I'll give you like a advantage on, and make note of this and remind me of this. I'm going to give you advantage on trying to find the right place to sell this. Should you go find a place to sell this right now, to Kira specifically.
Okay. I share that information with the group and say, if we wanted to sell them, I can assist in finding the correct locations.
Is the bug alive?
Yeah, is it? Or I guess it's a clockwork, so
Oh, it's clockwork, yeah.
kind of.
Mechanism. They're all very cool.
You said it was a longbow for the bow? Okay, cool. Beautiful.
Well, if you guys want to sell all these things, can I buy the amulet of the buoyancy?
I'm not.
It means so that if you get knocked over, you just immediately stand back up. I fall over all the time. That'd be handy.
I don't think you need to buy it from us. It's like a group ownership.
No, I don't steal.
Okay. 2 rucks.
Oh, that's a hard bargain. Okay. He takes out 2 rocks, just very plain looking. He goes, "These are my best ones, though."
Beautiful. When it comes to our tower, Aha, do you have a way to like contact them?
I don't know. I was looking at my notes. I couldn't find anything.
Just like a vibe or something?
Yeah. Does my third eye count? Oh, Colin can't hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
think
should-
that.
If you had any spells, that would be a really good way to, reach out with your third eye through the
Nothing.
world of magic.
I can
Um,
bike there, and I can use Find Steed to craft
Oh,
a beast that can carry one other person. So
I remember what your insight check was originally. It was to figure out where on Earth these other places are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it-
Okay. I'm sorry. Let me move over some names. So, moving them to the map layer. So we got over here is Regus. We got Glorium over here, and Sylvania over here. Those are the last three gate towns, and you know the rough direction of them, but it will be difficult to traverse regardless through the the big open world of the Outlands. So yes, 1, 2, 3.
And you said
And
the
some-
castle is
Go
the
ahead.
funnel.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the castle's back here at Funnel. Why don't you give me another insight check? Specifically,
18.
Okay. So you know that the road this direction through to Regus is not an easy one. In fact, it's quite treacherous. To get from where you are to Regus is to go through Torch, Ribcage, which are adjacent to Hopeless. All three places that are have very treacherous terrain, lava, things like that. To go around through Zao's to Glorium, which is sort of, that's the path away from Cursed to get to Glorium, or it's a rather bizarre but straightforward trek towards Sylvania, which is the next place, which would take you close by through this, and you would pass through the realm of the Norns, yeah, realm of the Norns, which you wanted to roll. What is that? Maybe a history check.
16.
Okay. You just kind of know, like you've heard some stories of Norns, but you can't really remember something kind of vaguely Norse about them. But yeah, not much that you can remember. But yeah, that direction, generally speaking, would probably be the safest, although it does take you through the bog a little bit. Seems like a reasonable path to go. but you could also go through the very dangerous path to get to Regus, or the much more bizarre and treacherous toward Glorium.
So we vote on it?
I wish we had a boat.
And we could vote on it.
Have we seen this bog before?
No. Do you want to maybe give me an insight check to roll about the bog?
15.
Okay. So you both know or guesstimate even, that this is Semuyana's bog, which is that you look across right now, and you know that to be a divine realm of the lizard folk, and specifically their deity, Semuyana. Or Semuanya? Semuanya, okay. It's a pretty dismal place, and swampy, and yeah. You probably want to get out of there as quickly as possible.
I think it sounds cool.
We survived the water last time. I think it'll be okay. Better than lava.
Yes.
Yeah. You do see that there is kind of like a mountain path that kind of leads into a road almost that would set you on your path too. Someone give me a you know what? Yeah, give me a survival check.
Does Puncher
9.
know these mountains?
23.
Oh, sounds like
I know every mountain.
So you make your way through about a quarter mile of the bog up to the mountain crest that you see off in the distance, and
we'll go gambling again.
Gamble!
We got a long walk ahead of us, though, don't we?
Indeed you do. Does anyone have control over the over Kira?
Perhaps Kira has control over Kira.
Oh yeah, you should.
Oh,
I do. What do
I
we
don't
need to do?
suppose at some point we could take a rest. I'm very hurt. I have 6 points right now.
You know what? With your 24 survival check, I'm gonna say that you make it up to this mountain ridge, and you use your, I guess your punching skills now to burst open a rock that happens to open up to a very nice, lovely, serene overlook of what seems like a natural flowing, maybe river underground that might be feeding this bog. And you find a place to like take a shower in the waterfall, and take a nap, and set up camp for the night, really. And you can take a long rest.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Technically, I am Thumper right now. Puncher did get his head exploded by eating too much.
Right.
Right.
Sorry. Tough for me to keep up with these personalities.
Yeah.
Do you mind actually if we take like a brief intermission? I need to grab something from the front door and eat about half of it before I continue.
Totally fine.
Good.
Welcome back. Thank you for waiting. So, you are taking a long rest and relaxing along the side of a mountain road that seems to kind of like you look back along the ridge and you see kind of chaos and like death behind you, and you think, I'm really glad I'm going the other direction away from this stuff, because the outlook across the road back toward Cursed and even beyond looks really quite miserable.
Good.
Is there anything along the way that people would like to try and do? You're going through the countryside, you're well, it's not really countryside, you're along a mountain path, probably somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 feet elevation from this oceanic body, and it's a pretty good view across the bog. You see upcoming forests that are maybe another 1,000 feet down from you, but the ridge that you walk along is very much raised and beautiful, and you see caverns across the way. Over here, a small settlement over this direction. Horrors unseen beyond it. Horrors unseen beyond it over here. Horrors unseen. Horrors unseen. Kind of scary looking waters, but not too scary by comparison to the horrors unseen.
As we walk, I would like to do an investigation on the flat top of this mountain ridge that we're walking along, because I'm just thinking like somebody had to cut that off, and I want to know where it is.
Yeah.
Where those rocks went. Of course, that's going to be.
Where do rocks go?
Yeah.
Where the rocks go?
Would that be?
I would give you a survival check to kind of determine like what it would take to make geographically, what would that take to make?
That's an @1 for 6.
Oh, yeah. You are bewildered at the feat of, be it natural or man-made, or some demonically made pristine walking path that's been cut across this the plateau, or this kind of mesa, if you will. Okay. Yeah.
In this life or my other one?
Wait, I thought we did remember our previous lives.
Oh yeah.
We only remember like up to waking up in the mortuary, right? Or the morgue or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you were there, and you were there.
Mm-hmm. Well, the only OG we've got is
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
who has not died yet. Give it time.
Excuse me.
So, as you're walking along, you reach this. The scenery starts to change. You see these bizarre, beautiful trees of like coral colors and this kind of nice pastel, but it almost is. It's a little ominous in the way. But you start to hear something, and it starts to grow. It's not like the ground is shaking, but you can hear it echoing in the back behind you. And suddenly the ground does. It's not shaking, but you look behind you and you see something mechanical and large, and it doesn't necessarily look like it's built for fighting, but it is big, almost gargantuan in size, and you start to hear singing and maybe even revelry. And as it gets closer, you look in and you see a halfling behind this piece of glass in the front, and it looks, I would say annoyed, I would say focused, as all manner of revelry is happening behind it, inside this metal contraption.
Do we recognize the song that they're singing? Do we know the words?
You could give me a history check.
All right. This character's got a -1 to history, so let's see. 6 -1 for a 5. So do I just assume the words are Mr. Brightside or something?
Yeah, you're having trouble distinguishing the two a little bit.
Yeah, you guys hear that? You guys hear that? They're coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine.
So you recognize it as the Mustafal Guardians. Let's see if I can. It's their fight song, basically, but it's being sung in a manner that's maybe uncommon for what you would normally hear the Guardian's song, it sounds much drunker, like it's been slurred through the chittering faces of some belligerent, most of alls. And this gargantuan vehicle of metallic wonderment and bizarre trek, you can't really, like, moving wheels that are plugging it along, some like anything you've ever seen before. They are all kind of hanging out the windows now on the sides. Like, you see that one of them has spotted you across, down the way, and they're like kind of getting excited that someone is nearby. And give me a perception check, all of you. Okay.
13.
15.
Not 20 for a 22.
Nice. So those folks who got above an 18 see coiled atop this mechanical gargantuan vehicle rolling slowly toward you is a dragon. Not a mechanical dragon.
What color?
Give me an insight check.
$14.
18.
So, it's hard for you, Jordan, or Dodge, to quite get a read on what color it is. It's maybe a blue, maybe it's a purple, maybe it's a color you've never even conceived of before.
Blurple, guys.
Though it looks like this.
Yeah.
And you give me an Arcana check.
Oh, I got an 8.
Yeah, you don't recognize what kind of dragon it is necessarily. Yeah, it's a beautiful dragon. And you see in one claw, it grips a giant barrel of like a good size barrel of mead, and it's just putting it back. No, it is not. It is not the same dragon. Indeed, yeah. As it gets closer, what do you guys want to do? It's about, we're gonna say, 150 feet off now. It is heading towards you at a walking pace, we'll say.
I didn't see anything.
Is it walking to the beat? The music.
Well, I do speak Draconic, so I can talk to it.
So do you beckon out to the dragon?
I don't know. I look to the group, and I'm like, what do we want to do?
There's a dragon?
A drunk dragon.
That's worse.
We should sell him all those things that you were trying to sell.
We should sell him the bike. Maybe he wants
Up
it.
on the bike.
We could set
Yeah.
up like a little stand, you know. Tabaxi has wares to sell.
Excuse me, sir. I call out to the dragon in Draconic. Excuse me. Hello. Moment of your time, please, sir. Hello.
The dragon uncoils and kind of like does a little bit of a stretch, puts down, like taps with like with one of its paws, kind of its claw just reaches down and taps the front of the car, for lack of a better term, that we are looking at, this vehicle. And it says, "Oh, do my eyes deceive me? Are those my old friends?" Yes, that's Kira, that's Ah, and we got Puncher and Bigsby. Yeah, okay. Oh, what are you doing so far out here? Hey guys, get them a drink. Get these guys a drink. And you see one of the most of all guardians, Gardenal, I don't know. Most of all, we'll call him. Runs you 2 pints, and then like a halfling hops down and says, "Oh, it's great to have more folks here to celebrate Prince Felixnus Bombo's birthday," and hands you some, each a pint of mead. Oh, have we not met yet? Oh, excuse me. When the alcohol goes to my head, the time streams, they go just all wonky sometimes, you know? I guess I shouldn't say too much more if we don't know each other yet. I'm voicing this dragon way different than I did when I started. I guess we don't know each other yet. I shouldn't say any more. Excuse me. But please, join us. Let us get to know each other. Well, I'm known by many names, but the name you know me by is Rensflora, which I'm gonna put how they spell it in the chat, because I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Rensflora, Resinusfra, maybe? Renasupra?
Renasnupra.
Renasupra? Yes, Renasupra.
Nice to meet you, Ren Snooper.
Can we call you Renee?
What about Snoop?
Oh, Snoop works. I like Snoop.
Snoop.
It's got a nice
Snoop.
charm to it.
Snoop.
Happy birthday, Snoop.
It's funny that we should run into you. We're just on our way to a party, actually, if you would like to join us. I can't imagine what you're doing out here, what kind of business you're on, but if you had the time, we're headed up to Sylvania.
Oh, I mean, we are doing big things, big plans.
I know
big
you
plans.
are. Oh, excuse me, I've said too much. I'm sure you are, though. Well, come get in the bus. Come meet Prince Felixus Bombo. Felixus. He said he wanted to go to Sylvania for this particular party, and well, it's said to be a good one, so we're headed that way. It is invite only though. Whatever. I'm sure you'll get in. If not, there's plenty of other stuff to do there. We'll see where the night takes us. Yeah. So you get into the bus, and there are probably about 20 varieties of halflings and those most of alls, and even a cranium rat squeaker swarm is like munching down on some cheese. There's about 30 of them in the corner, like having a blast. And you see in the center, you see a quipper, which looks like this, in a bowl with a gold crown on. And you get the sense that this quipper may or may not be Prince Felixus Bombo, and it is his birthday. And he's a very handsome prince. It does like a lap around the what is like a yellowish liquid punch bowl that kind of goes in and out of this like violet hue, and it appreciates your bow and your honoring him and his birthday. And yeah, you travel for many hours, maybe even nights and weekends, and you party most of the trip through. They teach you the most of all chant, and they ask you questions about your journey. There is at one point where one of the cranium rat squeakers asks you for a good place to take a nap, and says that it's got quite a hangover, and specifically is asking it looks like, where a good place to take a nap would be. Maybe like your bag or something? Or, I don't know, like a hood of yours? I just have a real bad headache, you know?
Sorry, my mic was out.
Oh, got it.
I'm just gonna not say anything, but just take my scarf off and make a little bed next to me on the seat.
Very kind of you. The cranium rat like curls up next to you, and you see its nose start to, instead of sniffing the air constantly, sort of dies down into a calm, and passes out next to you. And you make your way past the spire, past some great mechanical wonder that has fallen to the earth. You see in the distance a mausoleum of gargantuan size off to the right as you pass, and even a great city of the Norn as you wander through this takes somewhere between 2 and 7 days, and none of you can quite remember by the end because of all the mead and hangovers, and then more mead and food that they, finger foods and dried meats that you've been subsisting off of from the party food that has been provided. And you reach Sylvania, and you can hear it before you even see it, but the merriment and music that fills the air under the canopy of colorful foliage that has marvelous buildings encircled by trees and are built among their spreading burrows beyond. And you see passing revelers wave at the bus and are even throwing crowns to the halflings that are kind of hanging out the sides windows of the bus. Do any of you want to, kind of make your way to the windows as well and kind of hang your head out?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're all those who do are past a crown of flowers, and you start to hear the mimer starts to kind of chime with a twinkle of like rainbow hue in its eyes, and it says, "I'm coming. I just need to say a few words about the gate town for this mimer fellow first. Hold on, wait, who's here? And they're doing what? Yo, that's cool. Let's go." And you and then goes silent after that. You roll up to a party, and they say, "Well, this is us. Hey, well, we're gonna go check in on this party and see. You guys don't have invitations, right?"
That dragon said we could come. Sorry. Rough.
Oh yeah. Well, no invitation. We'll go in and we'll see if there's room for you here. You see, like every single one of your fellow revelers departs the bus and disappears in past the gate guard, and you don't see them coming out anytime soon. And by the time you've exited the bus, so has your fellow friend, the dragon, known as, what do we say? Snoop? Yeah. Snoop Doggy Dog, have disappeared into the party. You do remember that you have a job to do here in Sylvania, but it is intoxicating the way that you see this just parties going on forever. You hear people having fun and drinking and singing, and really can tell that this place is full of cheer and splendor. Anything that anyone would like to do now that you've been left at the party bus?
Does the
Well,
bus have a driver still? Did the driver leave? Can we commandeer the bus?
You could commandeer the bus. The driver has left into the party as well.
I'm not against it. I feel like I've had enough party. I rolled a d8 and I got a 2 when it came to the idea of coming in the party.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys heard, the mimer went off. So we're close. But I don't know where we need to go. Right?
I feel like we're all still very drunk.
I like the idea of taking the bus.
it does that, while possible, does not necessarily solve the conundrum of having to get the beamer close to the portal that is here in Sylvania. But you could ask someone, or you could, go across town and see, poke your head around and see if you can see it. Lots of options for you. You could try and get into the party.
Do you think the portal's in the party?
That would be my guess.
Okay. You approach a rather large bouncer, coolly looks up and down at each and one of you and says, "Do you have invitations?"
Can
We
I?
are the invitation.
Yeah, can I make a persuasion check and say, "Ah, I must have had it. My other body."
I'm sorry, man. I'm going to stop you right there. If no invitation, no party. I'm sorry, man. It's my job. Look, I don't get paid enough to really police you, but I don't want to have to deal with this. If you don't have an invitation, there's plenty of partying. There's so much partying, dude. So much partying you could do down there. You want mead, you want tequila. That place is canon down there. It's a real place. They give agave and they distill it. It's you don't have to bother me. So much.
I'm gonna
hand him
stop
a
you
piece of
right
paper.
there.
I hand him a piece of paper, and I say, "Here's my invitation."
Give me
And
a
on the-
deception check.
On the piece of paper, it says, "I can do what I want."
Give him an intimidation check, then.
I rolled a nat one.
He says, "Oh, you're really cute, but no, I'm sorry, man. Please, please don't make me." They were sent them by courier for the most part. To be honest, man, you're asking who's hosting this party. Look, man, if you had an invitation, then they'd want you to know. But considering that you don't have an invitation, I think that you might want to go I don't know, check elsewhere.
We
I
have
would like to
memory
make-
loss issues.
Oh, yeah. That's rough. My aunt hit her head once and started having some of those too.
Can
you
I
should
make
see a healer.
Can I make a performance check to do a sick wheelie and try to distract him?
Sure. Yeah, I guess you've been riding this motorcycle behind the party bus the entire time,
Yeah.
huh? So you haven't been partying at all.
Just drunk driving.
Just trying to-
18? 18? Come on.
Well, man, that's a really cool wheelie. But please stop trying to get into this party.
Question, if I can ask
Yeah.
a question.
You
Is there
can
a
for
portal
sure.
in this party?
Oh, you guys are looking for the portals from Sylvania to Arborea? No, that portal just kind of it's around, It's really pretty, but to find it, you really only get to see it when you're good and fucking drunk, Which you can totally do down there, not at this party. Cool.
I raise my hand and say, actually, I was already in. I just came out for a smoke, and then I got pushed with these guys.
No, man, I saw you come out of the bus.
I know, because I left my rock in the bus.
Dude, I watched it roll up. You're not gonna get this over on me. I'm sorry, man. Look, I don't know how many times I can apologize before you just be decent people and like have a little empathy and just like let me do my job.
My
He
wristbands
like
came off in the bathroom. So
he like takes two people like sort of push through you, and he's he looks at their invitations and like lets them through, and he's like,
That was actually my invitation.
give me a society check. Oh, sorry, no, we don't. History check. By down the stairs, you mean away from the bar, from the party? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. All right. Yeah. No, it's perfect. I love it. Um, so you walk down these ornately marbled stairs, and you find some people who are smoking cigarettes outside the party, and maybe a little pipe weed even. Um,
Can I whisper to Kira? Kira, are you still a rogue?
No, but I didn't lose my skills.
Are you sneaky? You want to be invisible? I can make you invisible.
Ooh. Yes.
Okay, let's go over here. All right, bye, Mr. Guard.
Goodbye.
you see him like pound. Actually, here, hold on. Let me see if he hears you say that.
no.
He does, yeah. He definitely hears you say that and drinks a potion of sea invisibility. You see that very clearly written on the vial that he pounds as you walk away.
Haha, he just wasted a potion. I'm
I
not
can
gonna.
command him to flee.
Ooh, that's a good idea. What if he misunderstands and starts itching himself real bad?
Real quick, are we just trying to get into the party to have fun?
I don't even know why we're trying to get in here anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, it sounds like
party's
free booze.
fun.
Is there still
Wait.
booze on the bus? Could we just get drunk on the bus?
Weren't we just partying with the birthday boy or birthday fish in the bus?
Yeah, we need to get real drunk though. Like blackout, hangover. We don't know what happened. We're gonna lose one of us probably.
Um,
No,
So-
because I'm sober, so I can wrangle us in.
Yeah, can you even get drunk?
I can, but
so
Well-
I'm. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I guess it depends on if drunk is considered being poisoned or not, like alcohol poisoned.
I mean,
Um,
it technically is, but I'm gonna go ahead and address specifically Plinther right now. Thumper. Excuse me, Thumper. Apologies. When you go and talk to these folks who are smoking outside, oh, I'm sorry, Glomulus, Bigsby. There we go. Which one of you? You you start chatting with these folks, and you realize that one of them is a spiritor. They start talking about local government efficiency, and they're kind of mulling over an issue as they're talking to you. And or as you kind of wander up, and they pause and they say, well, what brings you to Sylvania? You looked new in town, my friend. So you're not going to mention anything else. You're just going to say you like to party.
We
All
like
right.
to party.
I approach and I say, I'm Kira, and I like to party. Pretty sure I've partied.
Oh, you seem to be blending into Sylvania quite well then. Welcome. So you speak to two humans and a satyr. And the satyr introduces themselves as Deny. And specifically, that is the spirit or Deny.
Satyr, I hardly know her.
Yeah, they pass you some pipe weed, and the satyr. Oh, oh, the portal. Well, I could. I could show you. The satyr says. The kind of tangerine light of the satyr's eyes glows, and says, "But I need a favor to ask of you." And as you, as they say that, you hear and feel the ground quake under you, and you see a couple of people kind of move away or start running from a direction, but for the most part, you just see people kind of relocating their revelry slightly further away from the bang, and you see the satyr kind of rolls her eyes and says, sorry. That actually is part of the problem. You see my sister, well, she's a bit depressed, you understand. And says, my apologies, I'm one of the spiriters of this city, one of the 7. And, well, my sister, she's afraid to ascend, I believe, and it's grown ill on her mood. Would you be so kind as to just kind of show her around, have a good time, and if you can entertain her for the evening, I would be more than happy to show you to the portal.
You gotta show her a good time, Admiral.
Hey.
She says, "Yes, use that energy." Oh, well, I suppose being incorporeal and having ascended to a different form of being is an intangible thing to grapple with as a mortal, or living in a mortal body. But she will ascend to godhood as she is meant to and as Father intends. But yes, if you follow that ruckus there, she's probably harassing someone already, and I'm worried that if she doesn't get herself under control and have a little entertainment, that she might cause more of a problem for this town than this town is bargained for.
What are you afraid of her doing?
Well, go meet her, and you'll surely understand.
Okay.
You hear another bang against the ground, and you hear shouting, and more people kind of just looking irritated. coming away from around the bend, down the around the road, and the satyr says, "Yes, you can see it's a timely manner, actually, if you wouldn't mind. I don't think that. Go ahead. Sure. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. They don't even notice. They just light up another one, and do you walk away toward the? Okay. So as you walk down the road, you see off in the distance a um, uh, an 18-foot tall human-like woman with marble skin and eyes crackling with lightning crouches to agitatedly argue with a calm, silver-haired elf. Beyond the elf is a rollicking celebration taking place inside a towering banyan tree, strobing with colored lights. And I'm going to give you, this is a rough, obviously female version of this, this thing.
Thumper, how tall are you?
I am. Oh, actually, you know what? I cast enlarge on myself. I say, don't worry, guys, I got this. Remember, I have -2 to charisma. I walk up. I say, hey there, sweet cheeks. Your husband said we could have a good time with you. What do you think?
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Oh boy, I'm about to get smacked.
Inspiration.
I can give guidance.
Yeah, give him guidance. Why not?
Give me guidance for a D4. Add a D4.
Okay, so you said diplomacy. That is not. That's a Pathfinder.
Persuasion.
I rolled. Okay,
Persuasion. Yeah, sorry. Yep. That
Yeah.
1 hour fucked me up.
That's a D4. Oh boy, that's a 11.
That's an 11. She still slightly towering over you, I'm assuming. How big do you get as a
Size large, so.
Okay.
I don't know, probably 12, 13 feet, something like that.
Okay, yeah, still towering over you as a huge creature. Says, "Oh, you're cute, but never say that shit to me again."
Well, if that's your husband, or brother, who was that guy?
I'm assuming you're talking about my sister, who, no.
Oh. I misunderstood.
Good job.
I'm just a Dwergar. We all look like this. We all have beards.
Yes, well, please, if you would, and goes back to arguing with the elf.
I walk back and say, hey, I'm still alive. I thought I was gonna die.
Good job, buddy.
Admiral. Do you want to give it a shot, or you and I are the chit chatting ones?
I have good charisma.
Oh, you do?
I'm cute.
All right. Do you want to go chat her up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Might be the size thing.
Well, wait 1 second. I'm gonna roll a d8. Yeah. Why not? I got a 5.
Okay, you approach this 18-foot tall human-like figure, and what do you do?
I give her the in Puss in Boots or in Shrek when Puss does like the big adorable eyes. I give her one of those, and I kind of pull like a classic cat and be like, "Will you please hang out with me? I'm sad." Oh, I'm muted? Oh.
No,
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 I
no.
am. So from about how tall are you? Like 4 feet ish?
Yeah, I'm little.
Okay. She really has to kneel on the ground, and she just starts petting you, and like says, "Oh, you really are. Well, at least not completely worth a waste of my time here. Why do you approach Kufa?"
I'm scared of, I don't know, things keep happening. Sometimes I die, but I come back, but it's different. And I'm scared it's gonna happen again. Do you know what I mean?
Ah, young one, the wheel of time turns unrelentingly. Unfortunately, our own mortality is something that only the gods get to absolve themselves of. So, I can't help you. Uh, Although I am ironically grappling with a completely different and opposite issue to you, which is grappling with my own immortality, I suppose. Uh, Give me a persuasion check.
I'm rolling physical dice has not been my thing, so let's do virtual. That's perception, but it was good. 13 on.
Okay.
Oh, that's performance. What am I doing? Persuasion? Sorry.
Yeah.
One more time. 9. It just kept getting worse.
Yeah, what was the
20?
first roll? Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna take that. The dice told you otherwise.
I just can't read.
What's the difference in your persuade? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Anything that got you a 20.
Difference.
Yeah, you're fine then. Says, I've had a very bad day, and I'm having a very rough time. How about we find somewhere else to chat?
Okay.
The guard that, or gate attendee who they were arguing with says, "Oh, thank goodness. I really didn't want to have to deal with this." And she says, she turns around and says, "Shut your mouth." And he kind of zips it. So, you lead this, you lead Kufa, Kapoa? Yeah, we're gonna go with Kapoa, actually. And this Empyrean who is kind of, lumbering through the streets of what are not really made for them, unfortunately. Being an 18-foot tall being. Every step is, a light shake as people meander through, trying to dodge this being. And you come across 10 dryads that are dancing with lit fireflies energetically flying around them and doing, beautiful displays of serene trees and, plants growing and water flowing with these, different, embellishments of their magic. And you see this kind of bewilders Kapoa, and she starts to dance a little bit along with them. And there are other folks who are kind of, dealing in as well. And she looks like she's starting to have a good time. Do any of you dance with her? Maybe,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So... Nice.
Bigsby
yeah.
likes to party.
Yeah. So as Kapoa and I'm assuming Thumper and Kira, is Dodge and Ah joining in?
Yeah, and do I feel like I can safely park the bike outside before we start partying?
Yeah, you've got keys, so you're you know, other than like cosmetic damage, no one's gonna steal your bike.
But I'm worried about, drunk people might throw up on it. They might lean
That's
on it.
true. Yeah.
I could
So-
like pee around it. People
It
don't
could, yeah.
want to come near that.
If you want to set, like a perimeter, I'm not against that.
Okay, look away.
All right.
Okay. Great. So while they're putting putting a perimeter around the bike, Thumper, I'm gonna say that you are engaging with the dancing of this of Kapoa, and give me a persuasion, or not a persuasion, a perception check. I'm going to say, give me a perception check as well, since you haven't said that you're explicitly doing anything at this moment. And maybe, you're, never mind, yeah. And
13.
Thumper. Okay.
15.
Okay. So, Thumper, being in the midst of the dancing, you realize very quickly that, Kapoa is not the most graceful, and is maybe not the most aware of their size. And you start to dance with them, and you kind of have to. I'm gonna give me a like acrobatics or a sleight of hand to kind of maneuver Kapoa around people as she is dancing on the dance floor with you.
Was it acrobatics or sleight of hand, or was it sleight
Yes, acrobatics or sleight of hand.
of hand? I did acrobatics, but it was in that one for a 4.
Oh, okay. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm. So she accidentally kind of smashes into and knocks a tree branch off, and people start to look a little bit irritated as it like falls near one of the dryads, and she says, "Hey," to Kapoa, and Kapoa says, "Oh, would you anyone like to like step in to maybe like, pass this off as part of the performance, or, apologize in there to the dryad to kind of diffuse the situation?"
Did I get knocked over? Am I there?
No, you're still there. You're
Okay.
you just weren't successfully able to maneuver them, and they knocked into a tree. So you kind of, you tried to pull them one way, and they pulled too far, and a tree branch fell.
I'd like to say, I'm so sorry, very, very sorry about that. Here, how about you just take this? We don't get insurance involved, and I give him 5 gold.
Give me a charisma performance check.
Performance or persuasion?
Persuasion, actually. Yeah. Thank you.
19.
Okay. The dryad doesn't pipe up again, just takes the money and like starts to like weave the tree back together with magic, and Kapoa doesn't seem to have been really phased or like realize what happened. But she says, kind of, huffing, like, "Oh, that was fun. Okay, man, I need to take a break." And you've been dancing for like an hour at this point. That they start to huff out of steam, and you find a place to sit down. And Kapoa says, "Oh, I just, I know that my sister is amazing at everything, you know, and I have so much respect for her. It's just, you know, she became a god, and well, how can I just be, you know, as loving and amazing as she is, you know? I mean, I can't live up to that.
You can't compare yourself to other people.
Oh, I guess you're right. I just, yeah, I mean, I'm just worried, you know, that, like, if I become a future god, like, am I gonna be enough, you know? Am I worthy?
Well, I mean, I think the fact that you're worrying means that you care, which is a sign that you'll probably do great because you haven't even started and you're already considering, you know, how you would do a good job.
I guess you're right. Come on, let's go, I hear there's the Pixie Parade nearby. I really want to see it. And you, they lead you all through to a place called Goodberry Grove. And the party there is in full swing with wine and juice and fruit desserts flow with music and laughter. And you see these like toadstools and as you enter, you start to get noticeably smaller and smaller and smaller until even Kapoa is only the size of a halfling. And you are amongst the toadstools and, you know, good berries. And you see that like a good berry has been tapped. And, you know, they're pouring juice out with a spout out of one. And, you know, people are hanging out throughout the mycelium and, you know, different mosses and things. And laying in them like beds. And you see them you see Kapoa getting really excited about this, as if the novelty of this is really like something that, you know, clearly they've grappled with their size quite a bit in their life, and to see them, you know, small, they seem really entertained by it, and they start picking up like, you know, what are giant to you but are tiny in real life mushrooms, and like lifting them up and like boasting about how like strong they are, and laughing about it. And you can kind of tell that it's like it's rubbing some of the pixies the wrong way, and like maybe, you know, they don't really get the joke. If anyone wanted to give me like a, well, yeah, I don't know, how do you respond to this?
It's just a joke. I try to explain the joke.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, let's see how I roll. Yeah, while I actually explain it. I'm gonna try to read persuasion. An 8. So you know how it's funny because you are not strong and she is strong. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, we get it. I mean, I think we get it. It's just not very funny, you know? It's just, this is a fairy parade. Things are supposed to be small. I get that she's big always, so we'll give her the pass on that. But I just, you know, if she's gonna be performing like that, when maybe add some jazz to it, or we're just gonna want her gone.
Okay, guys, I don't think they understood.
You see, it's the juxtaposition between the two that makes it funny.
Give me another persuasion check then. Dodge.
17.
Oh. juxtaposition. Like, huh. It's like the dramatic irony of it. Like, you know, she's in a small place, but she's okay. You get it, guys? Juxtaposition. And they all look like they should know and don't know, but they're just gonna laugh anyway because that's a big word to them, and they're afraid of, you know, looking like dumbasses. So the pixies all are like, okay, yeah, well, have a good night, guys, and they leave you be. But Kapoa, you know, enjoys herself greatly and is happy to be there. And after quite some time of revelry, you also, you know, she gets tired again, and she says, you know, I just kind of dread it. Like, what if I become, you know, god of the sea? I mean, I hate seafood. Like, what if I become the god of something embarrassing? Like, being really big and then all of a sudden being small, or like, I don't know, smelly winds. Like, yeah, who wants to be the god of farts, you know? It's kind of a big deal if you're going to be immortal. Like, then you're going to be the god of farts forever. It's just like, I just am really worried about it, you know?
I'm gonna say, take it from me, from a paladin, somebody who derives their power from a god. All right. There's people like me, and there's clerics who will worship you no matter what you're the god of, and that matters. The fact that you give people something to believe in, that's what's important. Not whatever it is that they believe, but that they do believe, and they have that to hold on to. Because some people need that.
Wait, I have a question. Do you have to become a god? Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you just, you know, want to do that later or something. Is somebody forcing you to do this?
I mean, in a lot of ways, my parents are always watching me, being gods themselves, you know? It's just sort of in the family lineage to become gods, you know? What do you think I should become a god of?
Give it a choice?
I mean, I don't know. I guess
You should
no, but what? It's fun to think about.
become the god of breakfast food.
Ooh, I do love a good omelet, especially after a long night of revelry. Yeah, you're a smart one. Dragon eggs make a killer omelet. You ever had one?
Dragon eggs with bacon.
Yeah. Just a whole cow
Mhm.
cracked in there.
Do an owlbear steak, maybe.
Yeah, you see at the Pixie Parade, they start to roll out a bocce course, and you see some competitors in kind of casual but a little bit morbid attire, like a lot of good skulls and, you know, loose-fitting shirts, and they start to play a game. And Kafoa looks up and kind of looks excited and says, "You guys want to play? Play some bocce? I need someone on my team. I need and I've never really played before, and I've always wanted to." Well, I actually have no fucking idea how bocce is played. Well, this one's being played with a skull, but Yeah, I don't know. It's really complicated. Here's a Wikipedia page on it. It's bocce what with skulls, so we can all read that later. But to be able to play, you just need to roll an athletics check, and they'll. So you are going to go up against two Jurgles, who are these apathetic former gods of death who are playing against you, and they score 1 against you, and then you see Kofoa bungles her first shot, and they need you to pick up the pieces. So give me a athletics check, Bigsby. Okay, you just slide in to catch a. Actually, yeah. I'm assuming that Jordan probably wants to give you no,
Guidance.
the guidance. Yes. So with the guidance, you succeed. um,
I'm here for you.
And you score your next point, and they miss their next one, and you get into the final round. Give me one more athletics check with guidance. Hell yeah! So you straight dunk on these fools. You actually get 2 extra points on top of that, and you, however they score bocce, who the fuck knows? They you get the 7 points total apparently that this game requires, and you clench the game, and you see like a smile cross the face of Kofoa. Kofoa laughs at that and smiles, and so after some thought, she goes and gathers you all and brings you to her favorite nearby food establishment, and they're cracking dragon eggs and making omelets, and she sits down with all of you and says, I do appreciate the way that you guys have helped me out tonight, and well, I just wanted to give you something before I leave, just as a thank you, and hands you. See if I can bring this over. Come on. Whatever. I'll put it, at least the link to it. Gives you the Parapt of Wound Closure. And says, it was really lovely to meet you, and well, if you're ever in Mount Celestia, pop in and say hi, I suppose. It'd be nice to see you guys again. We can party it up. And gives you a shaka and bids you adieu. And gives Kira a little scritch. before leaving.
Before she goes, can I say, I'm sorry about earlier. I hope you get a good domain for your godhood.
He laughs and says, "Thank you. I'm sure whatever it is, it'll be a blast." Ooh, rocks. How eternal.
Yeah.
So you kind of return to the city, thinking about Denai's suggestion to have you take this person out and deal with them, and
Whoopsie.
I see you have helped my sister out, and she said she's making her way out of town back to Mount Celestia. I really can't thank you enough. Please, join me. We have another night of revelry ahead of us, I think, as we find this portal. And we're just gonna do like a smash cut to tomorrow. The whole 24-hour montage is just a complete blur as you wake up the next morning, and the memur seems to be slightly more fixed, and you saw a gate somewhere, and you kind of have this vivid, or like this visual that exists in the ether somewhere out there. That you definitely saw a gate at some point yesterday, but you can't for the life of you remember where or what or when. And you all feel very tired. Even Dodge somehow managed to get absolutely wrecked off of toxins that somehow intoxicated Dodge as well. And with that, you have succeeded in, your quests to Sylvania, and can move on to the next town, which is Glorium here, is right nearby, or make your way back to Faunal and get your wandering castle back.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
Woo!
Good
Party hard.
stuff. Good stuff.
Party hardy. Yes. Well, thank you so much. I think we'll call it there, unless anyone's got any final remarks. A great session. Great party.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mysterious.
Yeah. Yeah, one might say they are a time dragon. Yeah, I'm super excited for you to find out more about those in later sessions.
I didn't even know that was a thing. That sounds cool.
Yeah, in the Outlands, it sure is. Actually, I'm gonna put this on the map just for kicks. It's the Mausoleum of Chronopsis.
Mm.
Yeah, and you got Glorium there too. So you're right nearby. Some really interesting things. And I suppose since you passed the realm of the Norn, we'll put that on your map as well. And the bog. Okay. Well, are we still on air? Yeah. Thank y'all for coming, and we'll see you hopefully, maybe not next week. I don't know. I think people have work next week, so we'll see. Until next time. Yes, we'll be back though. Yes.
Bye, guys.